I'm here to tell lies and some truths. You know,
Everything is entertainment today.
oh, absolutely.
Not a serious pod.
This is not a serious pod. We are 2 weeks behind. I had to text Mike and be like, the people, they waiting for us.
Apologies.
Apologies.
We'll get this thing figured out at some point so we can record abroad or at least go live abroad. We'll figure it out.
Mike want to leave me so bad.
I don't want to leave, man. No, like, bro, this is my home, man. This is my ministry, my bros. This is what I'm here for. This is my purpose.
How do we intro this pod? I don't even know what. You know what? This is how we gonna do it.
Definitely a welcome back.
Welcome back to the Black Dads Club. This is episode 161 of the Black Dads Club. This is the greatest pastor to ever. Did you check in on TD Jakes?
No, I sent a prayer out for him though.
Yeah, that is scary.
Yeah.
I got jokes, but
No, I don't have any jokes.
I don't have any jokes because sometimes when stuff happens in front of people.
You know what we did not discuss? Speaking of TD Jakes.
What's that?
The whole theory that Jamie Foxx is the one that called the FBI on Diddy.
Oh yeah.
like he was poisoned. This is all allegedly.
Don't you love the internet?
Yeah, I do. If you poison somebody, yes, you should absolutely report them to the FBI. I am a cop caller.
Really?
And I am not for, like, on stuff like that. Like, yo, somebody try to kill you, report that shit. Like, report that shit. Like, for real.
So you're a civilian?
I'm absolutely a civilian. And I'm not a cop caller. No, I am. Because I have insurance, so I have to call the cops. Because my insurance company won't pay anything without a police report. So
facts.
But it's like, yo, I mean, I'm not like a Karen or a Kevin, right? Like, you're loud, I'm gonna call the cops.
Or Drake.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah, I'm not like that type of police caller. But like, yeah, you like break into like I'm too old to like go back and get my stuff. Like when I was in college, somebody did take something from me and I did go back and get it. And I almost got in a lot of trouble. Pretty much got kicked out of college for that one. But I wasn't a cop caller when I was younger. But now that I'm older, yes, Jamie Foxx, if you reported him, yeah, like, yo, report that dude, man.
They said Diddy got people in there like trying to make up his bed, trying to.
Yeah, he rich. So I'm pretty sure everybody trying to get their canteen filled. Whatever that jail is making a ton of money off a canteen right now.
Oh, facts.
Guaranteed.
Facts. This is Pastor Mike Will, the greatest pastor out there. I'm Gavin. We'll get to me later, man. I will give y'all a dad tip, but we've been gone for too long. Where you been at?
Man, I've been chilling. I came and hung out with y'all for a quick sec, man. I popped up on y'all.
Mike let us down.
Sometimes you got to pop up the show, guys.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do in the first 10 minutes of this podcast. So, for those who do not know, we ain't recorded in 2 weeks because I went to Colombia. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the group chat called the Aftermath. Because it's over. We went. We did what we had to do. We had to dip out. But I am here. Maybe to praise Colombia, maybe to kick Colombia's back in. I'm not for sure.
Hey man, I'm ready to hear it, man. I personally like Colombia a lot.
Okay,
a lot.
So we went to how you say it? Cartagena.
Cartagena.
All right. Let me tell you like this. I get it. I get the hype. I get what gets folks excited about it. However, I am here to say it's okay. Y'all have to accept the label as passport bros. Just accept it. You have to, though.
You don't have to accept passport bros. Just because you pop into Cartagena, a Medellin, a Bogota.
All right, let me tell y'all something. First of all, I was mad about, so I went down there for a bachelor party. It was 10 of us. We was in a 4-story house, 10 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms.
Yeah.
Cool house.
Yep. In the wall city.
In the wall city. I don't know what that means. I do know that it was in a wall city though. So I don't know.
Literally what it means.
Yeah. I get that part. But like why is it within the wall?
Because like back in the day it was a pirate depot. Or so the wall city was to protect them from piracy.
Gotcha.
So like, the whole Caribbean, like the whole pirate thing, it was a real thing, or privateers, depending on what country you was from.
Yeah.
So like that whole city, which is actually that's the amazing part, is that whole city is walled and it's huge.
Yeah.
That somebody enslaved Africans put it together. So
and you know what was funny? We did ATVs and we went into the mountains. I was not prepared to go on that. I lost my Yeezys. I didn't lose them. I left them in Colombia because they were so brown.
They were destroyed.
Yeah, they were destroyed. But it was cool. Like you went into the mountains and we cut through. And we went to like one of the places where they used to drop slaves off.
Yeah.
And one of the ports up there, and the guy was explaining to us like how all of the people up there see themselves as black.
Yeah.
Versus like within Colombia, like you won't never.
That is one of the coolest things about Cartagena in comparison to other Colombian cities is how many black people that you actually, run into. Like people will tell you that, they're absolutely black. Even the ones that I always mess this word up, mestiza. So a lot of the ladies would be like, yeah, they're mestiza because, they're not, the phenotype isn't African as much as it is like a mixture. But they'll tell you they're like, yo, I'm Afro mestiza. Like it's the African heritage. So like that whole coastal area, because obviously that's where the ports were. Yeah. Up through, Cali is a huge portion too. That's where we should go next June. They have a huge festival every year. I've never made it.
Don't know how many times my wife gonna let me put this off. So I got to use my times wisely.
We're going for the cultural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going for the cultural portions of like, being able to see, where black people are, man. Just, it's not, to your point, right? It's not all passport, bro. I'm shooting men bail right now. I really, really am.
All right, I'm going to get to the ladies at the end. If you want to, hit that 15 seconds skip button to get to the ladies. The airport was trash. The worst airport I've ever been to in my life. Going in was terrible. Just the wait. It took
Customs take a while, man.
But I told somebody this. This is the problem when you go to South America, being from America.
Yeah.
Time, they're just so relaxed on time. They just relax people. They calm, they chill. It's like, yo, you gonna get through. Like, calm down. You'll get through when you get through.
It just honestly just be so many people. Because you go to some countries, man, in the airport. It's really nobody there.
Yeah.
And, so like, we was in Santo Domingo not too long ago, and like that airport, you went right through. So in Cartagena, every time I've landed, it's an hour wait.
Yeah, it was an hour, so that threw me off.
And you lucky, like you get there before the Spirit flight get there. Always hope your American flight gets there before the Spirit flight get there. I don't know why. Oh my God, everything about that airline just sucks.
They're going bankrupt.
They still be in business. It's just, they can't pay their creditor. So.
Look, and then the other thing that threw me off, hold on.
They should have let, I think it was JetBlue were trying to buy Spirit. That would have been a good thing.
Yeah. The other thing that threw me off on the plane, it was a lot of black women on the plane. Black women are going to ruin Colombia if nobody tells them that's early as possible.
Tell them what, Gav.
You can't get play down here. Stay your ass at home.
Ooh, boy, you went there. You went there
because I was on the plane, so I was like, damn.
They gotta have to go. They have to go and see why so many guys are going to Colombia.
Bro, I was on the plane. I was looking around. I had two sisters beside me. Bonnets, fur, slippers. I'm dead ass too. And one of the girls beside me, she caught on quick because I'm buying liquor from the airport people, on the plane, and the dude goes, yo, our card readers don't work. So you good on the liquor.
Oh, man.
So the girl beside me, can I get...
Yeah, of course she caught on. Yeah.
She caught on. Yeah. The other girl beside me in her bonnet was watching some Disney movie, but I looked around, and then I remember when they all got up on the plane, it was like 15 more of them just stood up too, and I was like, yo, the sisters is here. Like,
yeah. I get it. Everybody want to go to Colombia because it is a very affordable...
Super affordable.
Yeah, trip. But ladies, just stick to Jamaica. We gave y'all Jamaica. Yes. We gave y'all the Bahamas.
Yes.
Like, just stick to those places. Leave Colombia to the guys.
Please, because I didn't get it, and I'm going to get there. So that threw me off. Then we get there. I'm going to be honest with you. The food in Colombia is mid.
Yeah, I would not disagree. Mid. You have to go to, like, the really nice restaurant.
Yeah, it threw me off. It wasn't bad, but it was like, I don't know. I was in Cabo like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah,
that food was really good.
Yeah, you don't really go for the cuisine.
I know. We about to get there.
I didn't even mean to say it like that, but it's so true. It just came out. Bogota restaurants are actually better.
I do want to go there.
Bogota is a place you actually can go with your wife.
Let me tell y'all something.
You can actually go.
Speaking of the sisters, we in the club one night, right? So we in Colombia. We in the club. This is my favorite part of the story. So we in the club. And we walked through. First of all, I just noticed eyes on us. Like, so we walked through. And I'm pissed off because they showing that damn Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight on the TV. So the whole club is staring at TVs. I'm in there jamming. The hookah is $13. And so I'm like, oh, order 2. And so the girl's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. Get 2 of these shits up here.
You think
it's 10 of us.
Because you got enough.
Look, it's 10 of us. All 10 of us can't smoke one hookah.
That is true.
And then I'm laughing because they giving us red Solo cups to drink out of. I might be imagining that, but I think they was red Solo cups. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is we in the club, and so everybody split up, everybody having fun. We all at the table laughing and shit. And so I go out to the floor because I'm like, something ain't right. Bro, I swear, and this might be a lie, by the way. I swear, what it felt like is when I walked off the stage, it was like all the girls just lined up and paved a way for me just to walk through the club.
All right, Mufasa.
No, I was Future.
Future.
For $200, you can go to Colombia and see what Future feels like every fucking day. All right. I walked through the club and it was just amazing. All the eyes was there. But the reason why I'm going back to the black girls, they had a table in there too. And nobody was at their table, which brings me to.
Why didn't y'all go over there and holler at the sisters, man, and make them feel welcome?
So, yeah, we was on the middle of the floor. Some bitch grabbed my face and said, "You're looking at me." I said, "Bitch, if you don't get your hands off me." She was fine too, though. But that ain't the point, man. But it was a fun time, man. It, like, you could feel like the man there, like literally on the floor. And I remember I came back up and they was like, "Why did you go in the middle of the floor?" I said, "I just had to feel it."
Yeah, I had to see what it felt like. Oh, man.
To feel like Future, man.
Hey, man.
Let me tell you, the club was cool. The ATVs was cool. The boat was amazing. I don't care who you are. I do feel like the next trip, we need like 6 people to go, but I think it's only gonna be 3 or 4.
I look. To me, the smaller, the better.
Mike, that boat was lit.
I know the boat was lit.
Because we can't.
Well, I mean, depending on like, if you do want to rent a boat, I mean, I think like the cheapest boat you can rent is like $600. So you do need like 6 people to go, so you can chop that thing up.
Yeah, and we went to a day party. That was cool.
Yeah.
Y'all saw the videos there. That night, Mike showed up.
I popped in, had to pop up and show him.
Let me tell y'all something. Mike showed up, and I think the only thing I had to drink that day was straight Don Julio. I don't think I had no water, no juice, no soda. I think I was drunk as shit by the time you got there.
Use the rest of my points to come out and show y'all, man, some support and love.
Let me tell y'all something. To the people that was asking, Mike, we only saw Mike for 2 hours over 3 days. So I did get a phone call because Darnell was pissed. Darnell called me pissed. He was like, yo, hold on. I know I didn't see Mike in your camera. And I was like, yeah. He said, you mean to tell me I couldn't go to Colombia, but Mike can bring his ass down there and it's cool with y'all? And I was like, yo, Mike just popped up.
For context, Darnell is Gavin's friend than I am.
Yeah.
So Darnell's like, what the hell?
He is like, what the hell? And I was like, yo, we'll go back. What else happened on the trip?
I just popped up. Like I didn't it was their thing, but I was like, yo, y'all someplace that, I know my way around a little bit. So I was like, I like seeing my bros have a good time. So
the ladies. Let's talk about the ladies.
Are we going there?
I got meat checked on the street. And I was mad that I did not have a hard on or something because she grabbed too hard. So I was like, yo, ma, you good?
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't like when my girl do that at home. Like, don't squeeze my shit. This is after 8 minutes. So sorry. But the girls was out there. They were like everywhere.
There's a lot of prepago that goes on down in Cartagena.
Don't know what that means. But yeah, sure. But it was cool. I was telling somebody, I was like, I don't see a lot of dark-skinned women where we were, or darker. Everybody was like fair skin or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, so a lot of like, I guess, prettier dark-skinned women are going to be in like Cali, or a lot of them will go to Medellin, or they're working down there. So they're actually like working.
Yeah.
So in the streets, you're going to see like a lot of like Colombians, Venezuelans, huge down there. So not really my cup of tea. With the Venezuelan thing.
I was about to say the black girl. Oh,
no. Dude, black girls is all I see when I'm in Cartagena.
It was a setup.
That's all I see.
I tried to get them, y'all.
Yeah, like, bro, that's like, I love Colombian black women. Like, they are some of the most stunning women I've seen.
The boys was clowning me because they said I kept being surprised at how nice people were. And I was like, Woods called me like an old nigga, and he was like, yo, this old nigga just so like shocked. that women are like overly nice. And I'm like, yeah, because back home, when me and Ryan got back to Miami, and we realized like how mean people are, we was like, I don't know why people come to America.
Yeah, no, it is crazy why people come to America. And so, I mean, the women are like the biggest thing in Colombia, like the biggest difference than anything else. Forget looks, right? I mean, we know what the looks are. Is the women are feminine. Right, like that's the biggest thing. Like they work within their femininity. No, they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they really like they're going to give you the eyes. They're going to give you the touching. They're going to give you the smiles. They're going to give you the giggles, even if they don't even understand what the hell you're saying.
Facts.
You know, so it's like that is more pleasant than.
You gonna pay for my to go play for my kids?
It's more pleasant. It just is. So I mean, we can sit here and just deny that it is. And again, I'm not a passport bro. Look, Gavin came on here and talked about Colombia for the first time. I'm not even gonna say how many times this year. I don't bring it up.
He don't actually. Mike says, "Oh, this how y'all know he's been there." Go back and listen to every pod where he say I was out of town. He meant at the country. Shout out to the shorty that told me, you look different than your friends. Shout out to her.
Hey, man.
I kept walking. She was cute, though.
It's a selling point.
It is.
It's a selling point.
It was a fun time. I will say this. I plan on going 2 more times.
All that shit Gavin taught. And now he's like, so fellas.
Yeah, it was a great time. And you know what it is? I wish there was a better flight. Because did you have to go back to Miami?
Yeah, you're going to have to fly through Miami. So we're not going to get any direct flights, unfortunately, out of Charlotte. I wish American would fix the Charlotte hub. I really, really wish they'd fix it.
Well, your brother keep kicking the airport back in.
Well, I mean, the airport is, look, I've been in worse airports, so. Like, so.
Colombia.
Yeah, LAX. I mean, Colombia.
Horrible.
Yeah. So I've been to way worse airports.
What's the worst airport you've been into in the States?
I mean, hell, probably LAX.
Yeah.
Like, probably. And what's crazy is the 2 busiest airports are probably the best airports in the country, which is Denver and Atlanta. Like, they're the 2 busiest, and it's almost like seamless every time you go through there.
Yeah.
They're huge, but it's like seamless. And then you go to these, Cincinnati's pretty bad too. Oh gosh, look, I'm burying the fucking lead.
Don't do
Any New York airport.
LaGuardia is not that bad.
JFK.
But you need TSA. Appreciate it. You need it.
Yeah, damn sure buried the lead there. Oh, BWI, amazing.
Oh yeah, that is an amazing airport.
Yeah. Amazing airport. So
especially because they have it sectioned out like, all right, if you're going American, you're going here. If you're going to Southwest, you're going here. We're not mixing all this shit.
Yeah. I wish Charlotte was BWI. Like that's like that is like my dream. Is that Charlotte becomes what BWI is. But our taxes are so high on our fees and shit. Like they're just so high here in Charlotte. I don't know if we ever gonna get there. With that being said, I'm grateful to be here. Great. Look, every time I leave the country and come back, there's something about America that I'm like, yo, you know what? This country's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Like it's when we was leaving, some dude was outside trying to sell us something, and he saw like we were leaving, and he saw all of our dirty shoes just at the front because we was just leaving stuff. Yeah. And like to see him, he went in there and started grabbing shoes to take home. Yeah. And it was like, damn, like home ain't that bad.
No, because again, right, that stuff y'all leaving, and he's probably like, man, them things probably gonna be so clean. They probably next day was so clean, probably sold half and kept half. So I'm like, there is a huge disparity. So like when you go to these countries, rich people exist. Rich people exist everywhere, right? When I say rich people, I'm talking about like wealth beyond what you can even imagine. Yeah. Right? So they exist everywhere, but there's such a difference between rich and poor in these countries. I mean, you talk about countries where a good income is somebody making $400 a month. Yeah. Right? They're like, there's a young lady I know that's a doctor down there. She's a literal doctor. She's broke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's when you look at stuff like that, you do realize in America, this country could actually be great. Like, it really could. Like, it has an outside shot.
Well, Trump said he got y'all.
He gonna look for his side. Yeah, it's gonna be what you want. So they think until these tariffs start raising the cost of everything.
We had a debate. Night down there, which was cool. It did sound so manly. I know all the girls who probably listen was like, yo, this is what y'all go out of town and do? Absolutely. Yeah. The boys got mad because I said Kobe played in the weakest era of basketball from the 90s down. They was tight about that. They tried to argue with me what era LeBron played in, and I was trying to explain to them, like, LeBron is in that 2010 era. But whatever.
Yeah. I mean, that's his era. But I mean, he's also in the 2000 to 2010 era. I mean, the dude's career is like 50 years.
Yes, yeah. And I was trying to explain to them, I'm like,
the weakest era is post Jordan. Post Jordan,
bro. The 90s, the 2000s was terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, and I think that's one thing the boys missed from me. I think they thought I was trying to say it was bad, and I'm like, it's just worse than the other ones.
Yeah, post Jordan to probably. I mean,
when LeBron got here.
I was just about to say
till LeBron got here.
Post Jordan to LeBron sucked.
He did. David Stern was. David Stern was pissed.
Yeah,
he lost Mike, and he got Ron Artest running his stance.
Yeah, it did suck. It was just crazy that. All that. Look, I know we got a lot of LeBron haters out here, but that's cool because when Kian Anthony gets there, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, he's the greatest player because that's gonna be the people that miss LeBron is gonna catch on there. But like that era of basketball, like the fact that LeBron came along with all that pressure and actually lived up to the hype, like that's insane.
It is. And you know the crazy part. So we had that debate, and I'm trying to explain to them. I'm like, but you know,
I wish I would have got there early, man.
Well, you would have hurt their feelings because they think that you fucking know everything. And I was like, and when they brung up Mike, I was like, yo,
I know a lot about a little bit.
I'm like, Mike is going to kick Kobe's back in, and y'all gonna be pissed up here because Mike, he worse than me, and I love Kobe. I was like, yo, I watched him. You know, what I'm saying?
Like Kobe, man, but like, what I guess what kills me about Kobe is for everybody who missed Michael Jordan, right? Everybody who hated Michael Jordan or everybody who didn't see Michael Jordan, it's like, oh, they jumped on Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And look, Kobe was great. Like, don't get it twisted. But a lot of that is like the people that missed the Jordan bandwagon. Yeah.
And then they 29. I had to remind myself.
And I'm going to go ahead and segue into this,
gosh,
right?
Here we go.
Like, a lot of the Kendrick love is the people that missed Tupac. Right? Like the people that really never got Tupac was like, oh shit, let me hop on Kendrick.
Hate from Mike.
Not hate.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. You graced me with an album on my way home. Kendrick Lamar, you are amazing, my mans. The album, did you listen to the album? Dr. Will want to know.
I went through it a couple times. Hold on. Matter of fact, I actually listened to it this morning. Because I was like, okay. I'm really about to be objective when it comes to Kendrick, right?
Oh gosh.
No. Hold on. Just hold on. It's not as bad as you think.
I'm clipping this, by the way.
Not as bad as you think. When I looked at like his discography, I was like, you know what? Like real talk, this is strong. Like it really is strong, right? And I was like, all right, Good Kid, Mad City. I think to date, I think that's his best album.
Yeah,
right.
Facts.
So, and that was my introduction into Kendrick. Whatever his first thing was, I never listened to that.
Yeah, Section 8 was a mixtape.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But like that was my introduction, right? And I think the next one that came out was it To Pimp a Butterfly?
Yep.
What made me upset was Good Kid, Mad City was so good, and I don't think To Pimp a Butterfly came close, and that was the acclaimed record. So I feel like the same thing that I just spoke about Jordan to Kobe. I feel like everybody who missed Good Kid, Mad City was like, oh my God, and I think that was like the beginning of me being like, okay, I'm not doing this with y'all.
I think so. My thing with To Pimp a Butterfly was it gave us. I think that was he introduced a lot of people, especially kids, to George Clinton. And I think it's George Clinton throughout that whole album.
And I'm a funk fan.
I know you from the South.
Yeah, I'm a funk fan.
Just so people don't know, George Clinton is from North Carolina. Shout out to us. We better than South Carolina every day, all day, twice on Sunday. So I think that, but you know, I got the album, and first thing I was listening to, I said, oh, Mike gonna kick this. Mike is gonna hate it. Now, I am not a fan of, and sorry, I still want to come to LA, and I'm going to Vegas next year. I'm not a fan of LA themed albums. Every artist that is from the West Coast, that's from California, they have a California only album. YG has one. This is Kendrick's.
Still up from the gym this morning. Told you. I actually went back. I was like, let me go back through it and listen to it.
Yeah, and it's like he has a lot of songs that is like, oh, this is strictly just for Cali. Like, and I knew it. So I don't like. I hopped off of YG when he did that for like 2 albums. I'm like, all right, this is for y'all. This is for y'all. You know, y'all culture out there. I get it. The album for me was interesting because Kendrick doubled down on, yo, I beat you. And Kendrick threw a lot of comments out there like, yo, Wayne, if you want it, you can get it too. There's a line in there. I'm not even talking about the Wayne line, but there's another line in there where Kendrick is just like, I can go up on the rank in y'all camp. And that next person is Wayne.
That next person is Wayne, and I mean, look.
Here you go. Go ahead and say it.
All right. First, let me sing. Favorite song on the album might be the only song I really like, to be honest.
Which one?
Dodger Blue.
You like that?
I like Dodger Blue.
You don't like Luther?
No.
Why not?
Don't like Luther. I don't like Squabble Up. I don't
Squabble
like
Up is my shit.
That song is terrible, bro. That
shit go hard. You gonna hear it outside.
Of course you're gonna hear it because it's stupid.
Me and you are going somewhere. We're going to Vegas next year.
Yeah, Dodger Blue is my favorite. Dodger Blue I actually play. I tried to get in the TV off. Reincarnated, Overdone.
I love that.
Let's see here.
That's really the Tupac one.
Yeah. And like it was Overdone. Luther, Overdone.
Luther's amazing.
It's all right. Squabble Up, don't like.
Amazing.
Whacked Out Murals, don't like.
That's a good. What you mean?
Don't like. But with that being said, I'm saying like like songs that I'm putting in my playlist. Like,
okay.
Dodger Blue is going to go in my playlist.
All right.
I love Dodger Blue. That one. And I was like, and see, I guess that's why I kind of like that Drake music, right? Because it's like I like that smooth sound music, right?
Somebody on the trip tried to say Drake was comparable to Michael Jackson, and I was like, I'm so glad Mike ain't here.
I mean,
don't try it. No, do not.
I mean, it's just numbers wise, man. Like he don't have the aura of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had an aura. Drake is lame. I mean, if we just being honest. He makes great music, but he is the kid that tries to fit in, and it pisses you off because you don't have to fit in. You're Drake.
Don't have to.
You're literally you don't have to fit in, bro. People have to fit into you.
Yeah,
and I think that's the lameness, that's the whackness of Drake. And if Drake would have ever just stayed true to himself, like whatever it is that Drake is whatever it is that Drake is.
Yeah,
if he would have just stayed true to that, I think he would have a much better career. And I think what got him knocked off the pedestal is the fact that he jumps from pedestal to pedestal.
Let's do it right now. Kendrick or Wayne in a rap battle.
I mean, we got sober Wayne, or is this Wayne that we got?
Wayne?
Yeah, like if it's sober Wayne, Kendrick biting off more than he could chew. Thanks. I have not seen sober Wayne in a long time though. 20
years?
It might not have been that long, but it's like Kendrick now versus the Wayne that I think gonna show up. Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick by a landslide.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was trying to explain to the boys, and I wish you was there here for debate night. I was trying to explain to them how it wasn't cool to listen to Wayne back in the day because Juvie was the man in Hot Boys.
Yeah, Juvie was definitely the man. So
and they did not get that.
No,
when they found out about Wayne, not when they found out. I ain't gonna disrespect nobody. Matter of fact, I'm lying on all you.
Well, I think the Carter was when everybody finally got Wayne.
Yeah,
it was definitely the Carter.
But before that, it was like, nah, it's just Juvie.
And that was because like low key, we was like, is this guy better than Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Like for a minute, we was just like, I don't know, Jay-Z. Like,
what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
All right, let's get to it. Drake is suing Universal Music Group.
I love it.
Me too.
I love it.
Pull
the curtain back, bro.
And I love it because, too many people, creators have fucked the game up, and social media has been fighting creators for so long.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to speak on music. Let's just take it off of music so everybody can understand. So if people do not know, Drake is claiming that Universal licensed their music cheaper to Spotify. So Spotify could take that back end money and pump Not Like Us out to its users. I believe that. I don't know about that number, but I do believe that.
I believe it too. And that's dirty work.
Is it though?
That is dirty. That is dirty work.
How's it dirty work?
Because here's the thing, right? Like the battle between Drake and Kendrick, I think Not Like Us would have did it on his own.
Okay.
But we don't have any proof of that because you done lowered the rim. You done lowered the rim. Like let's be honest, right? Drake playing on 10 feet and Kendrick Lamar is playing on 8 feet. You massively lowered the bar, and that kind of takes away from the beef now.
Nah, not at all. And I'm gonna tell you why.
No, not the beef between the two of them. I'm saying as fans, though, it's like, can we really was Not Like Us really that good, or did we just really hear it that much?
I always thought that Not Like Us. I always felt like the song is not like the greatest song ever, but just what it did, and not even the spins, but like, it was so much in that song as far as like quotables, visuals of it, what you're saying. Like, he has the quotable of the beef. He might have 2 quotables of the beef in there. Drake only quotable is what? Drop and give me 50?
Yeah.
And we forgot about that once Euphoria came out. Like, you know, it's certain things like that. But when you talking about the A minor part, the OV ho part, you know, just Not Like Us in general, kids singing it. He made a Kinley.
Everybody's singing it. I mean, hey, it's been colonized already.
Yeah, so I think that now my thing is the reason why I don't look at it as crazy is because, like Kendrick said on his new album, yo, you paying people in Bitcoin. Like, and this is not the first artist, and I want people to understand this. Pusha T said the same thing. No, Drake calls people. He calls crash out dummies in your neighborhood, pays them $100K to come act stupid. Joe Budden said 10 years ago, Drake hired people to come to my house. He said, if I would have killed one of them niggas, shit would have got different. So Drake has been playing these dirty games for a decade.
Allegedly.
No, it ain't allegedly. These niggas have said it on wax. Like,
look, Drake's suing people. All right, we're not in that position.
So,
right?
Facts. Drake, at least let us get our shit off, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you have those accusations on him, right? And then you got it where, yo, Young Money Camp has been, accused of using bots forever. And I believe it. You know how I believe it? Because podcasters do it. And I'm tired, and I wish I can get my shit off, but Mike don't want me to kick no podcast back.
I'm sick of the bots too, right? But I mean, the bots are here to stay. Now, with that being said.
Do you think so? I think this lawsuit, this is why I like the lawsuit. I think this changes everything with bots.
Well, so the reason why I say they're here to stay is, you know, I worked in radio for a brief period of time in my young 20s. And our RD, basically, there was a song that was out by a white rapper, not named Eminem, by the way.
Let's say it's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
On, keep going. And I can guess your age.
And like the song was very, very popular.
Okay,
right?
Bubba Sparks.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
I can guess.
Song's very popular, right? And I remember their label calling our RD saying, hey, I've been in Charlotte all day long. I haven't heard the song, right? And he pulls the paper. He's like, yo, we have played this song 55 times yesterday, right?
Damn. Okay.
That's literally like 2.5 times an hour.
Yeah.
He's like, it's impossible that you did not hear the song. It's like, we can't play it anymore. Like, that's like the limit, right?
Yeah.
And they basically was like, because I was in sales, right? And the advertising dollars that they was offering was tied into how many plays that the song, gotten, all right?
Yeah.
So this is way pre-bots, right?
Yeah.
And this is post-payola, right? Supposedly payola no longer exists, right?
Exists 100%.
So I love this from Drake because I think we get to see how DJs are getting paid, how A&R is getting paid, how promoters are getting paid, and a lot of what we think is organic is curated. So I want this to push forward. I think it's gonna get squashed. I think it's gonna get squashed.
I think it is because I believe that. I hope it doesn't, but I'm not gonna be shocked.
Doesn't.
I'm not gonna be shocked when it's like we settled or Drake signs a new deal with Universal and he gets $1 billion.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because do I believe what Drake is accusing him of to be true? Absolutely. And it's not because of the numbers on Not Like Us. You know what the numbers is? When Drake posted Family Matters, which was his best song of the beef, which I love. I play that. I play Euphoria, Not Like Us, and Family Matters all together because I think all 3 of the songs is great. When Drake posted that song and it had more downvotes than likes, I was like, oh, this never happens unless somebody wants it to.
Exactly.
So I think that. Also, it just goes to me with, I hope it happens because I'm getting tired of you podcasters, sorry, Mike, going out here.
I agree. I'm with you.
Creating bots.
Yeah.
Making people think that you popular than what you are.
Yeah, you got 10,000 views in the first 10 minutes.
10 minutes. And then you show up, you go to a advertiser and say, yo, we got this many listens, this many downloads, and you do it, you have a live show, and it's 6 people that show up.
Yeah.
And then I have to go to that same advertiser and they be like, yo, we got burnt already.
Yeah.
And you got half of their fake followers. How do we know you real?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to have time for that. And I just, that was the number one thing. Now, I love the internet because the internet is, I wish we could use the R word, but they are stupid.
I don't know. We might get that word back in 2025, man. With
Trump bringing a lot of shit back. Bro, the day after the election, they was going in. They was using every word. I was like, yo, you got Michelle Beadle online using the word nigga?
What?
Nuggets or whatever.
What is up with her, man?
I like her.
Dude, she has went from a woman that I thought we could trust to, man, do not put me in a room with Michelle Beadle at all.
I love Michelle Beadle.
I know.
Do you think she used the N-word?
Absolutely. That came out way too easy. Like, I can't even come out with that word. Like, I put it like this. She definitely used it more than me.
I love Michelle Beadle, man. She fine too. Well, she got them eyes. I like her eyes.
She definitely have those eyes, but we cannot objectify,
white
women.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of women, the baddies, I've been fighting the baddies all weekend. Let me tell you what happened. Mike knows who this person is, and they do not listen to pods, so I can get this shit off. I had a girl hit me up asking me, can she book my photography services to promote my holiday special? And it threw me off because I was just like, she was like, I'm going to promote you if you give me the shoot. And I was just like, no. Like, I'm working. I'm a grinding man. I got a family.
Yeah,
here.
I got to earn a living. I got kids.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo, what are we doing here? And then, sorry, y'all. We going through that. And then just for it to happen again with more chicks hitting me up, asking me the same questions. And then I was listening to a baddie online, and she was like, yo, can y'all point out the R&B songs, one being Dodger Blue on GNX and Luther's the other one. And I was just like, yo, the album's 45 minutes. Scroll through it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she was like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, nobody's lazier than the baddies on the fucking internet. And
hey, man, it sucks in the West, man. This is why when the guys go down to Colombia,
look,
they're like, man, I can't believe I.
And then we got this gym because we missed a lot.
What do we?
I don't even know which. We missed a lot by being gone. But hold on. We keep a good one.
But if you know the little small things and you say, babe, here's $500, go and get yourself some more panties.
I love her accent, though.
She's fine.
How you know I need some?
She's a fine grandma.
Oh, I checked your drawer.
That's what I be doing.
Check your drawer.
Just the little details. If I'm in the supermarket and I'm talking to you or you text me, hey, what are you doing? I'm in the supermarket. Baby? And you send me like $500.
Whoa, $500?
You thinking it's just little stuff like that.
Just little shit.
Did Joe say that's what I be
doing? Bernice Burgos, let me get off the good shit.
Is Joe a simp or a trick?
A trick.
Okay.
But he got a girl he getting serious with.
All
so,
right.
I mean, he's been serious with her. But yeah, he's definitely, when we get signed to him, this is going to be the clip he plays. Let me tell y'all this. Bernice, you are beautiful. Your daughter is beautiful.
Bernice is a beautiful grandma.
You have.
Y'all grandmas out there, if y'all want to holler at 45, 55-year-old range,
they don't
look like that.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. But like Bernice is just top tier. Chef kiss.
Yeah.
I do laugh.
But that brain though, that brain is a little birdish.
No, it ain't a little. So for those that know, Bernice was on Joe Budden. It was a Patreon episode, but Joe let that shit fly. Like, he lets the clips fly. Because apparently on Patreon, if somebody reposted your stuff on Patreon, you can easily get it pulled.
Yeah, get it pulled, yeah.
And so, but he been letting it fly. So Bernice was up there, and so they asked Bernice, like, what's romance to her? What's romantic? And that was her example.
I mean.
And then the follow-up is, they said, well, can you give us any examples without money?
That was kind of sad.
And it was sad because Bernice goes,
yeah.
And then she looks. She said, yes, dinner. Well, you can rent out the restaurant. And the boys about fell through the floor because they was just like, oh, shit. And you know who I really felt bad for? Melissa Ford.
Why'd you feel bad for Melissa?
Because Melissa Ford goes on this podcast week in and week out and try to argue with the guys that women like Bernice don't exist.
Oh, yeah.
And that we're not like this.
The truth is that, like, this is almost all social media. So I was talking to one of my homegirls early today. And she was giving me this experience that she's dealing with of, like, she got her baby and going in with a bag, and the lady did not want to let her come through with the bag, right? So we're just talking, and I told her, I was like, look, there's a clear delineation between educated, productive black men and the bottom third of black men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a clear delineation. Like, you don't, if you saw both of us, instantly who was who.
Facts.
I said, when it comes to our women,
ooh,
I was like, there's no delineation between, I was like, y'all go to the same hairdresser, y'all post the same Instagrams, y'all like the same shows. I was like, there's no delineation between
share the same baby daddy.
I said that too. Yeah, my brain was trying to leave it off on the pod. I try to leave controversial stuff off. But yeah, y'all got the same baby daddies. You like the same men. I was like, there's no delineation between what is a good woman and a bad woman anymore. So to your point, when it comes to like Melissa, she's be trying to defend it. It's like, yo, like I hear everything Bernice is saying, but tell me what woman to be like, no, I disagree with that. You don't have to send me $500
for panties.
Yeah.
I think my girl said something. You know what my girl said? Why would you going through my panty drawer?
Yeah.
And to be fair, I don't know where my girl's panties is located in the house. Now I'm thinking about it.
I mean, some guys are into panties. I get it, right? Like some guys
Sniffish.
are into, the old panties and stuff.
That's nasty.
I get it. I mean, I don't kink shame. But
they try to say that shit on Colombia too. And I stood up wherever the fuck we was and I said, I kink shame, niggas.
I don't kink shame, man. Whatever you into, you're into.
One thing I hate is, this is too much information. I hate when my girl wears some new panties and I be like, yo, them new. And she be like, no, it's not. And I'm like, bitch, I've seen them all.
they will gaslight you.
They will
gaslight you.
I'm like, I've seen them all.
This is not new. Like, it's new to me. Who they ain't new to? Ain't new to me.
My mom said she didn't like us talking about strip clubs, by the way.
Yeah, we're not a fan of strip club, mama.
Oh.
Gavin's a fan, maybe.
I tried to go to one in Colombia, but it was closed and it looked sketchy from the outside. So I was like, I ain't gonna figure it out.
Yeah, it is gonna be sketchy. Yeah. Hey, you don't need to go to a strip club.
You don't. That's what Jose said. And I was like, all right, I guess I ain't going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is one of those things. I wish we could really have a real conversation about what the top third of black women look like and what the bottom third of black women look like. Because we have it all the time about men here. And
I mean, I think ladies would have to be honest with, because like back to the conversation I told her, I was like, that's not our job. Isn't to try to differentiate between the two of y'all. Y'all got to figure that out.
Yeah.
As black men, we've said, like, look, there's a clear difference between educated black men and trappers. So it's a clear distinction between educated black men and scammers, right? It's like we don't look at it and be like, oh, that's the same guy. Like, no, they're two completely different guys.
Absolutely. Oh, speaking of guys that we love, this is what I love about Mike. Mike sends stuff later. He sends stuff early in the pod, and then he forgets that he sends it.
Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit set X off when he tweeted this. Hanging out with a woman outside of a sexual relationship is pointless. Changed my mind. I have to say I concur, and I don't care how misogynistic, sexist, shallow, superficial you think that makes me. Because as a guy who's self-aware enough to know that my attraction to a woman is what would even prompt me to want to spend time with her, as a guy who doesn't rely on women for any advice, insights, guidance, or perspectives on life, and as a guy who understands that the best experiences you have with women are when they're sexually attracted to you and they're romantic companions, there's just no reason for me to rely on a woman to provide me with any interaction or experience that's not predicated on sexual desire or romantic companionship. Women only come in two categories for me, mates or potential mates. And no, don't be immature about women in my family. Of course, they're not included. But I understand as a healthy, young, virile man that I'm wired to mate. And I don't want to spend time with a woman that I can't flirt with, touch, or kiss, and she doesn't want me to. I would not dare disrespect and antagonize my biology like that.
That's the Q pill, by the way, for anybody that's listening, if you want to go follow. This ideal. All right, let me ask you, all right. Are you friends with women?
Absolutely.
All right. I am also.
Shout out to Sierra. I was hanging out with her yesterday.
I'm also friends with women. To you guys that are just absolute hound dogs that cannot turn your wiener off for 30 seconds in order to just find out that a woman, a human being, is perfectly cool and okay without having any sexual desire for her, grow the fuck up, man.
Please do.
It has to be exhausting to live like that, bro.
And it's cool to say, yo, I'm friends with attractive women.
Yo, here's the thing about Q-Pill. Right? He speaks well. He got his braces, so like teeth straight. He's an attractive young man, right? Okay. I'm almost certain that he is getting women thrown at him.
Oh, facts.
On a consistent basis, right? The discipline as a man is to be like, hey, I don't need to sleep with all y'all. Right?
Yeah.
That's the discipline. That's the reason why you're giving these gifts, right? Like if you have the gift of gab, you're going to have women around all the time, right? The key is, can you be cool with women? You will learn so much about female and biology, her nature, and all the stuff that women do.
Yeah.
If you hang out and talk to women, right?
Yeah.
The reason why Samson got in the Bible is because he did not understand the nature of women. You know why he didn't understand the nature of women? Because he was led by his penis. He saw a fine woman that talked to him. She set him up, and he still didn't get the message.
He still didn't.
He still didn't get it.
Talking.
He was still pillow talking.
You know it's my hair, right? This nigga.
Yeah, and it's
put
like
that WAP on him.
And when I see guys like the Q pill, and it's like, yo, if you cannot have a normal conversation with women,
you say you sick, nigga?
Yeah, I'm stopped up. If you can't have a normal conversation with women, you are going to miss out on like half of what goes on in the world.
Might go to Colombia and come back sick. That's how much he missed that country.
No, I did not get this from Colombia.
These kids.
These fucking kids.
They
man.
make sure they get your kids sick before the holidays.
Yeah.
But absolutely, I agree with Mike. Where's Kamala at?
I mean, probably about to ride off into the sunset, man.
I feel bad for her.
I don't.
I don't.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna get into this today. I'm not. I'm not. I was gonna say it, but ladies, like, calm down on this Kamala stuff, man. Calm down on this. You know,
they still beefing about that?
Yeah.
What happened?
We saving the world and we saving America. Like, yo.
Oh, I love that meme with like 4 of the sisters sitting on top of the roof and like the city burning.
Yeah, calm down, guys. Like, at the end of the
day,
you have antagonized 252 million people enough. All right? We don't have the numbers to antagonize folks.
Golly. We got a lot of ass on our Instagram.
How? What who you following?
I don't know.
But
now Mike gonna blame it on me on who we follow. Yo, this is the best part about having a podcast host and y'all share social medias. You don't know who followed the ass, but it's there.
It's there though.
We got some random questions. Hold on. Random questions. Let's see which one we want to answer. Best nigga side dish for Thanksgiving.
Best. Like, is that nigga for black or nigga for men?
I don't know. I think it's just niggas. Like, yeah, I guess blacks. Who knows?
I don't know. What is the best black side dish? I mean, it's cornbread dressing.
I don't know. I like the yams with the not mushrooms, marshmallows on top.
Yeah, no, I mean that too, but definitely cornbread dressing.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What are you excited about for Thanksgiving?
Cornbread dressing.
That's why
mac and cheese.
That's why you and your brother are built like that.
Cornbread dressing right here, mac and cheese right here, potato salad right here.
Half of that plate, 60% of that plate, I don't eat.
Yeah, then you got your collard greens, and then you add your turkey. I don't eat ham.
Really?
I do eat bacon. I don't eat ham.
What? I don't eat turkey.
You don't eat turkey?
Should be dry.
Man, no, you got to get fried turkey. Keep
it in there?
Yeah, hold the juices in
I'm going to, on my plate, I'm going to have mac and cheese, the yams beside that because they can touch. My greens is going to be opposite. I'm going to have a border of ham so the green juice don't spill over. That's really all I want to eat.
And then, of course, fried chicken.
Y'all have fried chicken at Thanksgiving?
Man, you gotta have some chicken.
I don't know if we ever had fried chicken.
You gotta have fried chicken at Thanksgiving.
Dang, they said, somebody said, why do men have a boring partner and they love to cheat with the fun person?
You know,
ask a black dad or Pastor Mike Will. Here we go.
That honestly, man, that comes from dudes not really hanging out with their boys enough.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I think dudes, I think some guys grow up and think that like boring equals good. You know, and it really, really doesn't, man. Like sometimes boring is like they just don't feel safe enough to really tell you who they are, but somebody know who they really are. So I don't like that. Like I need to know everything that my woman does and don't do. Like I need to know all that up front. Like
okay.
I like I need to know what's the stop sign. Like not the yield sign. I need to know what the stop sign is because somebody else done ran that bitch.
Yeah. Facts.
So I need my girl to be fun, but also I date women, right? So I date women, and that part of being a woman is having a discipline about yourself. So while you might enjoy something or there's something that you like to do, you understand that like, yo, I have to have limitations. I have to have, I have to know how far I could go with my man. So like if a woman don't have discipline, you're going to be in a miserable relationship.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people hop in boring relationships because of the security, maybe, or what they assume security, but they drive themselves crazy. Like you ever hang out with a dude and his wife just sucks, and you like, yo, she boring, she mean, she rude.
I know some. Yeah, I know some folks like that. But I'm always like, okay, it has to be something that she do.
Oh, you think some freak? See, Mike on that freak.
Yeah,
shit.
It's something. I mean, even if it's not the freak shit, it has to be like either something with the kids, something with the money. Anytime I see something like that, I'm like, yo, it has to be something that she do that this guy is tolerating, this type of behavior. Now,
I hate dudes with shitty wives.
I know.
Hanging around them.
I can't hang out with somebody with a shitty wife. Like I said, and I know a couple guys who got shitty wives.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
Am I included in that group?
No. I love
Try
Rena.
to get him.
No, I love Rena.
I tried to get this
Rena's a good one. I'm glad you found Rena.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if you would have got married if you ain't found Rena.
I would not have. I think I told the whole group chat that.
Yeah, no. I am a fan of Gavin's wife.
Yeah.
Because cool wives are the opposite, man. Like cool wives, you be like, yeah, you bring out.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's like, can't call her on this trip.
I don't know. I knew a guy that he had the boring relationship, man. And then one day he found his girl's diary. Bruh. Yeah, he was sick. He was sick. And what's funny is it's not funny. It's actually not funny at all. I really hope he's not listening, actually, because I'm not supposed to know the story.
Oh, nice. I love it. Continue, please.
But I remember like we was talking one time. So to the point about the fun girl, we was talking and we was talking about like something that we like to do with a chick, right? Mm-hmm. And like, man, we like 21, 23 maybe.
Okay.
So, the conversation was based around swallowing.
Okay.
Right? And it was like, yo, I love when my girl do that. And he was just like, no, I would never do that to my girl. He was like, I'll do it to like a slut, but I never do it to my girl. And we were just like, no, bro, wrong attitude.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, man. I don't know exactly what was written in the diary, but I do know he was sick.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, man, like, bro, look.
Gangbangs were invented for a reason.
I don't know what was in the diary. I just know he was sick. And it's like, yo, guys, find out what she into, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't sit there. Don't be projecting your insecurities on your woman, because I promise you, she is not insecure. Women are horny.
Mike loves saying that. And it's just hilarious to think of. I wanted to find this article, going back to politics.
From horny to politics.
Well, we was talking about Kamala, and then, we just had to go there. So I got this email. So I'm in a lot of grant opportunities for small businesses. And I got this long email, and it was talking about what Trump is going to do for small businesses. And they, it's so funny because they listed out some of the things that he's going to be doing and how it's actually going to hurt. And I was surprised that this email got sent the hell out. They were talking about Project 29 proposes cutting several federal programs. And we know that. But I think a lot of people, especially because right now, the reason why I'm reading this part out particularly, because right now we keep hearing that, oh, Trump is good for the stock market, he's good for businesses, and that all well may be true. But, this thing was pointing out that Project 29 proposes cutting several federal programs that support small businesses, including the SBA direct lending programs, SBA initiatives for innovation and entrepreneurial development, the Minority Business Development Agency, in the sense of essential air service programs. And I think a lot of people, small businesses, I love when especially white men tell me like, oh, I have a business and I'm voting for him, and don't realize like, yo, he's planning on cutting out 50,000 jobs. And a lot of that is going to go to like small business programs and minority programs and shit like that.
I mean, especially when you start cutting out government jobs. First off, when you have an economy that's based on government jobs, right? Why would any of us be happy that people that are working would be losing their jobs? Like, what do you think is going to happen to those people?
Absolutely.
Right? These people are neighbors. These people are people that come and buy at your small business. When they don't have any money, you don't think that's going to affect you? Like, this country has such a bad habit of hating. And we got to start calling hating what it is, which is it's jealousy and envy. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's like we hate what somebody else has so much that we're willing to hurt ourselves just to prove that we're better than that person.
Fact.
We got to get past that, man. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't want them to come in and look. Can we cut back on spending and waste? Of course we can. Do I want people to lose their jobs? No, which is one of the reasons I was always against cancel culture. A lot of what we're dealing with right now is because you MFers will go on the internet and God forbid somebody to say anything that you disagree with, and y'all start calling these people jobs and making people lose their jobs, right? Oh, yeah. And I told you, cut that shit out. Yeah. Now that half of the 252 million Euro Americans are starting to get back on top, guess what they coming for?
Your ass.
The same shit that your ass is trying to do to them, they about to do it to you. And it's just like, look, we have to be free speech absolutists. We got to be able to kind of let people get off what they want to get off. Now, can you discriminate? No, you shouldn't have. But discrimination would be like at a restaurant, at a hotel, jobs, right? That's discrimination, right?
Yeah.
How somebody feel at home, bro? Nobody cares, all right?
Yeah.
I reserve the right for anybody to feel however the hell they want to feel at home. Should you go online and say it? Nah, probably not. But if they do, if it makes it back to their boss, all right, let them deal with it. But if you gotta send it to them 1,000 times for them to recognize it, they really ain't want to fire that person for that.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some sports. They keep saying that the NBA views is down. I believe it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think people keep missing the point. I know a lot of people are talking about it's no defense, stars are sitting out, which is true. All of those are problems. Yeah. I really think that we don't have a star for the next generation. And I don't know why nobody don't want to say Anthony Edwards is too hood and the NBA never puts a star in charge that's not married.
Yeah, no, Anthony Edwards is definitely got too many baby mamas.
I think he only got one though, right?
I think he got like 2.
Let me Google. But if he got more than one, it's cooked.
But I mean, it's a lot of reasons, like streaming. One.
Yeah.
They don't have a star. 2,
American star.
The game does suck. Like, who was that I was watching the other night? I think I was watching. It might have been the Philly Charlotte game. Okay. I was watching the Charlotte game, so I can't remember who they were playing. But anyway, dude steals the ball, makes it to half court, and when he dribbles the ball, literally palms it in his hand. The ball spins in his hand, puts it back down, scores a layup. Yeah. All right, that's terrible basketball,
bro. I watch Giannis carry every time he dribbles the ball, and it's just like
it's terrible basketball. So it's like until the playoffs get here, we really don't want to watch that type of everything that we like about the NBA, which is 2 steps, Euro move, dunking, step back, right? We like all that, but if they get to palm and carry and hold and hip and hook, we're not really enjoying it as much anymore because you get an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
So the game is bad right now.
It is, and I'm gonna be honest, it's only year 2 of it. I hate this in-season tournament shit. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why the court is so ugly. Yeah. Literally, I watched some game just because it was like a neutral. It was a nudish color. It was like a grayish color. And I was like, my eyes don't hurt watching it. But this neon blue court, green court, orange, I was like, I don't want to watch it.
They got to fix the game, man. And lastly, this is going to sound crazy. It's too much 3-point shooting.
Oh, yeah, facts.
It's too much 3-point shooting. It's like, it's either to the basket or a 3-point shot.
Oh,
there's nothing in the mid-range. There's no beating anybody off the dribble, shooting at the elbow anymore.
Bro.
Right?
I seen some bullshit on Prize Picks. Oh, I hit on Prize Picks before I went to Colombia, like 2 days before. Spent all that. But you know what? One of the picks was if Steph Curry is going to attempt 5 threes. I said this is the easiest. This is the easiest over of all time.
Gosh,
what? He's going to do 5 in the first quarter. I'm like, it's stupid. But I mean, I really do want to focus on. If you look at everybody who's the face of the NBA, they made LeBron. Thank God they did. You have to be attached to Savannah. Even though y'all have a kid out of wedlock, you have to be attached with her. We cannot have LeBron James dating this girl. I think that's one of the issues on why Kevin Durant never got to be the face of the NBA or really push his face in front. Like, we can't attach you to no woman, but we need that. We need a family, type of deal.
Well, you got to get the views. And, again, we were talking about this since the election. I think sometimes we misunderstand how many Euro-Americans exist in this country.
Yeah.
And we know that half of Euro-Americans, at least half, are conservative-leaning. And conservative-leaning people are going to be pro-nuclear family. Yeah. So when you have a league that really is like the anti of that,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to reduce your views. Like, a lot of your views probably is white females and white males.
Yeah. Skip finally speaks on Shannon, and I loved every second of it. First of all, so he went on All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and what's my man? Stephen Jackson.
How they getting pushed right now? Like what did All the Smoke do in the last 6 months that they're getting all this now?
I don't know. I want to know where they been. It felt like they were super quiet, and they
that's what I'm
back.
saying. Like something has bounced up.
Yeah, I mean, Kamala check might have cleared. I love Beyonce. People coming out and saying no, she wasn't paid to be there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, y'all can keep pissing on me and tell me it's raining, but it's cool. I know what's up.
Man, pay us.
Please.
Yeah, pay us. We'll do it.
You can come sit here. I got questions though. But my favorite part was two things that stood out. Skip, you got to stop pulling the Drake in the Karen move where you throw a rock and hide your hand. Skip talking about something he don't know what happened upstairs, and he just know that Shannon was fired when he came downstairs. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It is. Also, Skip really said that the Tom Brady thing is what set everything off, not the Hamlin issue and Skip tweeting. Because you remember when he did the Hamlin thing, that's when he came back. Skip, remember Shannon didn't come back for one show.
Yeah.
And then he did come back, and they have a little issue. They argue, and then Shannon was gone.
So the gold jacket?
Yeah, he said the Tom Brady shit is what set that off. And he said
I can see that.
Yeah, me too. It made more sense.
Yeah, you can't be disrespectful about, a man Hall of Fame career. You telling me what football players do and look like? Like, come on, man.
That was interesting. And it was interesting because what was the other thing? So he tried to say that he felt like a lot of football players do have a little bit of hate for Tom Brady, which I believe.
Yeah, I mean, when you're the most successful at something, you're going to have your detractors. Like, yeah.
And then my favorite part was, and this is when I love to sneak this, and I listen out for the shade whenever it can come out. When he said that a couple of black analysts reached out to him and was like, why is Shannon doing the shucking and jiving shit on TV? He said a lot of people didn't like it. Stephen Jackson, made it clear that he didn't like it.
So like the Hennessy and the Black and Mild.
And then Skip did my favorite part. He goes, it's probably why y'all haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
Which we've been asking why we ain't seen it since then. And he said one of the people who definitely called him was Stephen A. Smith, which if I'm Shannon, I definitely went to work and I text him on the side like, is this true? And I believe it.
I mean, look, the whole Hennessy and Black and Mild thing, I mean, it was a trope, but be low key. Like, unless that's never Shannon, it also it hit me like that could be Shannon.
It hit me like this is Shannon.
Yeah, like
and it works.
Yeah, like but when you are again, I also got the shuck of the jive and like I didn't like it, like especially with the whole cat wave cap shit. I was just like, all right, too far, right? But do the Hennessy, like if that's your thing. But I mean, I get it, and I get Skip being an enabler, but I mean, also Skip know how to create a show, and he did it twice. Absolutely.
The Jake Paul thing with Mike Tyson. Do you think that was a good or bad showing for Netflix to start getting sports shows?
That was terrible.
Because now they trying to get football stuff.
I mean, they better fix their servers.
They got to.
Yeah.
What you think about Beyonce performing during Christmas? I think that's genius.
What's she performing at?
I missed that. It's the Ravens and Texans game. She's doing the halftime show.
Oh, I think for the NFL, it's smart as hell, right? But you basically get a pre-Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, no, all day. Like, no, that's dope.
Beyonce, you get a bag. That's why no Kamala gave you some money.
Well, I mean, and let's be clear, right? I love the fact that Jay-Z, because I mean he's handling the NFL, money. I love that he's gonna get his girl, the show.
Yeah. And you know what's also the thing? I think last year the NFL did, I think it was last year, they did good with Christmas, but the NBA still was the Christmas thing. This is the way you get eyes off the NBA. Now it's gonna cause Adam Silver and them to figure out like how the hell do we fix Christmas?
They got it. No, they just got to clean up basketball, man. Like stop these guys from carrying the ball, bro. Stop these chicken wing hooks every time somebody go to the basket. Call a foul a foul. Like, call all the fouls, right? Like, not if somebody is big, we're not really going to call that foul on them, but if somebody flails, get rid of fucking flopping. Flopping should be an automatic fucking tech. It should be an automatic tech. If somebody flops, bro, like, it should be like...
I think they tried that and shit didn't work.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Do an automatic tech at the end of the half. Like just do it the first half. But at the end of the first half, if there's 3 flops, like 3 technical fouls at the end of nobody's watching anyway. Yeah. Right? Fix the score, keep it moving, man. Like clean up basketball, make basketball smooth and transitional again. Like during the 80s, it was smoother. Like guys were not as athletic, but the game was smoother. Then because it was so smooth, the guys started playing defense, right? And then that's when like Michael Jordan was able to elevate themselves because no one could defend the dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you had to bring in rules because they were trying to hurt him. So it's like, and then after Jordan left, we have like this whole, 8 years of basketball just sucking until LeBron comes into the league. And he's so strong that nobody can stop him from going to the basket, right? Yeah. So they brought back the fouling and the hacking. And then you start having the big guys where LeBron started being able to go to the basket because 6'10" guys was like, well, shit, I can actually shoot.
Yeah.
Right? Like Jonathan Bender was the first one. Y'all probably forgot who Jonathan Bender was.
Never heard of him.
Abdul Rahim, y'all probably forgot who that is. Rashard Lewis. Yeah. All those guys were shooters, man. And like in this era of basketball, probably all be stars, right? Yeah. But back then, it was just like, man, they had to play in the post.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, you a 5, you a 4. So basketball, we now got to the point where it's positionalist, which is great. It makes for a much smoother sport. But you gotta call the chicken wings and the holding and the hacks, man. You gotta call that shit.
You gotta call it. What you got planned this weekend?
It's Thanksgiving, man. So I'm going to hang out with the family.
You going to South Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina.
Shout out to it, man.
Pay my driver.
Look, I will be in the city. Probably put some bets on sports this weekend. I ain't gonna ask you what's going on with your team. 49ers.
Man, they suck.
Okay,
they suck.
Cool.
And low key, the front office seemed to be a little bit racist. So I ain't really even mad at it. Yeah. Like they are getting on my nerves a little bit, man. Like low key, my side team is like the Ravens. So like I'm paying attention to the Ravens right now, man.
Yeah, I was watching that game last night. I'm probably put some bets on. Let me see how much money I can make back.
Yeah.
Since I gave Prize Picks some money. Y'all see me in the city. Y'all see me running around. If you need some pictures, come holler at me.
Is Drake and Party got a project coming out together? You heard anything on that?
Supposed to be 75% done. I believe it when I see it. I can't wait. Man, a Party playlist in college was set everything off right.
Yeah, I'm back in the day. Yeah. I need the old Party though. I need the old Party and the old Drake.
Yeah.
Drake Party album, bro. Like low key.
If it's done right, it.
Yeah, that could bring them both back.
It could, man. Because Party, he's done because he was doing all that writing for Rihanna, and she basically told us, "You never get music again." Rihanna, I love that you in love.
Yeah, Rihanna is rich and in love. I love it. I'm trying to get there, man. I want to be rich and in love. I'll still come back and do the show though.
Well, Wood said that Rihanna ain't attractive, and that was disrespectful. But
I wouldn't say she's not attractive. Like I wouldn't say she's like traditional like Vanessa Williams back in the day or Halle Berry. Like she's not that. But Rihanna's sex appeal is like through the roof. Like I mean, the girl oozes sex appeal, and I think sexy and cute are two different things. Like I think there's women that are cute, and when they try to be sexy, it's weird. And then I think it's women that are like sexy, and when they try to be cute, it's weird. I think they're two completely different things. Like let's see here. Like Angel Reese, I think is cute, right? I know she's young, but she's on the internet. She keep posting photos about herself. I think she's cute, right? I don't think she's sexy.
Yeah, she.
I just think I think she could be in her cute bag, And we're not judging women right here. We're not rating women. We're just saying someone said that Rihanna. Is it? And I think Rihanna
Wood said it.
I'm not throwing anybody out, but Rihanna's sex appeal is probably some of the highest sex appeal I have ever seen. Like, if you was to be like, all right, put a Rihanna video on and put a Beyonce video on, like, which one is sexier?
Oh, I love Beyonce.
I mean, but which one is sexier?
Rihanna is sexier. It's the eyes, but
that's what I'm saying.
But
sex
Beyonce,
appeal is different.
I don't know.
I think Beyonce is. I think she's more attractive. But if you'd be like, all right, I mean, these are two married women, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But if you had twins of these two women,
we're trying to get signed to Rock Nation,
and you was like, hey, choose one, right?
I don't know.
Beyonce
is amazing.
I mean,
I love you, Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, Rihanna. Like, I don't know.
And this is
Rihanna's twin. Excuse me.
Yeah, Rihanna and Beyonce's twin.
Twin.
Solange, shout out to you being at the Chief Keef concert. That was cool. And she knew the songs, which threw me off. And she stunned Chief Keef. My mother-in-law was working the Chief Keef concert, and I told her ass not to. But women don't listen. I've learned that. I told her, I said, look, Ma, you cannot work a Chief Keef concert. And she said she never smelled so much weed in her life. And I was like, duh.
The dude name literally is Chief Keef. Hey, and North Carolina fired Mac Brown after Mac Brown said that he was going to be back.
They fired him.
North Carolina, who do y'all think y'all going to get? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Tar Heels.
Gotta let it state, man. We have no coof about us. Look, man, we want to thank y'all for listening, tuning in. Y'all already know the cover. It's gonna be me in Colombia doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. And with that, we're gonna holla at y'all.
Holla at your boy.